Hello everyone, my name is Feed Alligators and welcome to another video. And today we will be going a little off topic from what I normally do, and we will be talking about the best way to get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, and how to get it the quickest, and how to beat people to buying it. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I also make a lot of Call of Duty content just because I play a lot of it. And I'm trying to branch out a little bit, but in general, I try to stick to that. So make sure to also turn on notifications so you get updated when I upload. Now, it's no secret that it has been very challenging to secure a PS5 and or Xbox One. Or not Xbox One, I don't know why I said that. An Xbox Series X. These consoles are in very high demand, and as of right now, both Sony and Microsoft cannot meet this demand efficiently. Hopefully soon. I believe they were saying by maybe April you will be able to reliably get a Series X or a PS5, but that's just a prediction. I mean, they were saying at this time, they were saying in May, around this time, the demand would go down, but obviously it has not. Along with the fact that COVID is kind of spiking again, so, you know, the big problem is shipping from, of course, where they are made, and also manufacturing, because they can't manufacture as much. There's a lot of factors that go into buying them as well, because you have to go to different retailers. I know Walmart, I believe, has had the most restocks because they are the biggest distributor of the PS5s and the Series X's, because they are the biggest retailer out of all of them, out of all of the stores who have got them. At least in the US. I don't know about any other country because I don't really know how big of a brand Walmart is outside the US. But I can tell you in the US, Walmart has been having the most Series X and PS5 restocks of any retailer. But anyway, let's get into some tips about how to secure a PS5 and or Xbox Series X, and how to be the most efficient and quickest when it comes to doing this. Now, this is the best thing you can possibly do to secure a PS5 and or Xbox Series X the quickest, and that is to follow update accounts on certain social platforms and stuff like that. Now, the number one thing I see a lot of people doing is just looking up on Google Series X restocks. This is not really efficient. I discovered this the hard way. Essentially, those news things really only update you when there is already a drop. And by the time that happens, they're normally gone. The longest I've ever seen a drop last for was Target, and that was for 30 minutes, and none of the big news people, or really any of the guides, knew about it because of the fact that it was very underground and it was meant to not completely flood their website. But there was something, though. There were some Twitter accounts, I believe Xbox Series X restocks. There's two accounts I follow that give you really, really good updates, especially when even small drops happen. And the biggest thing that highlighted that you can't go for really big drops is the fact that they are impossible to, actually navigate, because of the fact that when something drops, of course, if you announce it beforehand, like Walmart did, I believe it was at 3 p.m., and then it went all the way to 3:30. Every 10 minutes there was another drop. They got bought up instantly, and the biggest takeaway from that was that resellers had the most success because they used bots. There was a PS5 reseller who managed to get 2,000 PS5s from that drop, when most people couldn't even get close to checking out. So my advice is to follow restock accounts and stuff like that so you can get updates on these smaller drops, because no retailer is going to announce when they have a drop. That is a good way for retailers to get a ton of bots to come in and buy them, and for, just that to happen. I guess retailers really can not care if bots buy them up, because either way they're making money. But it's also a problem because then their website gets flooded, and I remember Walmart had a very big problem with its website where it kept constantly saying that there's one left in stock and you have to buy it now. But you never could actually buy it, because by the time you got to the checkout thing, it'd be like, oh, this is out of stock. And then you'd go back to the website and would say there's one in stock, buy soon. And you just get in this whole process of that happening. So that is a big thing. Also, another thing I found is kind of take your time. Don't expect as soon as a drop happens you're going to get it. You have to kind of wait. Who knows, maybe you'll get a stroke of luck and actually manage to get one, but that's unlikely. And this leads into my next point. Unless you are so desperate for one you're willing to pay a lot more money, don't buy from scalpers, or better known as resellers, because some of the times they have been scams where they take your money and they legitimately don't give you the console, and now you're down $600 or $700, and you're not any closer to actually getting one. And most of the time, the resellers, they are out of stock as well. Most resellers who sell theirs for even $100 over, or like not a massive margin, because obviously resellers have to make money. So most resellers, in order to get money quick, will sell them for about $600, so it's not a massive markup, but it still gets them money. Those sell it almost instantly, and I have found that resellers are not reliable, because most of the time the only resellers that are left are the ones that are making you pay $1,000 for a PS5 or an Xbox. And I don't know why you really would want to pay that much, unless you're super desperate. Just wait until it comes back in sufficient stock, or use the tricks that I did so you can secure one legitimately and have it before everyone else does. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also follow the tips to try to get a Series X or PS5 if you want one, of course. You can always wait until they are in good stock, probably around April to mid-April, or start of April to mid-April is probably when you will start to see these stocks go up a lot. But for now, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time.